Ой, сегодня хочу уже пройти и закончить.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant. Shepherd, leader of the rebels. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She scares me a bit.
I wish I could have been more helpful.
I understand.
There's much I'd like to ask you. Perhaps another time.
I'd like that.
I don't know what your mission is, but we shall speak again, Zoe Castillo.
Да классно. Ворон.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I just can't... I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know? I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will.
Ау.
Were you there when she...
Отвяжи да приужи свою. Удобнее же.
I witnessed the whole thing. Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get... I was there. I saw it happen. I tried to help her, to save her. I know I was supposed to, but I... couldn't.
Not your fault. Bad things happen. People die. Life goes on. Anyway, did I help with, you know, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
Good, good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxis chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
Так, library. Ну мы найдем тут. А, наны. Нету? Ну... Чакай.
God, you gave me I was just... I mean, I'm not... Are you supposed to be walking around on your own?
He looks guilty. Is this your room?
Well, we don't... You know, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for... It's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Benrima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Benrime? I noticed the Journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Окей. Добавлял. Он явно что-то скрывает.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. There are fewer rebels than I thought. Having seen what they're up against, I'm worried. So many books. Which make... I hope Enu finds a clue in one of these books. Part of me wishes I had time to stay here and read and learn more about this strange world.
Ular. Ula, 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 ula. Nope, nothing, no.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot.
Ugh, books, please don't fail me now.
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur.
On
I don't think that'd be kosher.
abscesses. Ooh, nope, that's a different type of app. I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
There must be something. This is where I try to connect. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right, and it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know. I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home. It's been a very tough year, for the both of us. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
There must be. So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but...
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
Nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could.
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus's stone tree if I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Britches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left me life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can... What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like.
Oh,
It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making so... Call me...
General? Are you an...
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the ladder's stocked. Can't go to war.
Didn't he... It's a long... I just can't imagine how the blind Bob... How did you end...
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of forest, or I could clean myself up. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals. Magicals always treated me with kind. So, here I am, and I feel...
Didn't he just mention... It's a long shot. Do you know someone called...
Abnaxus. Now...
Sorry, I just... actually, I met Abnaxus. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. This sounds crazy.
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when we hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw... Years later, as he was leaving town, I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty
I'm sure... Have you heard...
Oh, aye, of course.
No...
That's what I said. Right, of course. My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. The Turtle Mountains.
I'm sure he said key. You said something...
They called it the abode. Back primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime...
And the key?
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all,
What about this house?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Not without the...
This key?
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More, this magic goes back to the first magic.
It does.
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. but keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his
I promise.
I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people to command into doing it.
I have to resist this intense desire to. Hey, I made progress. Blind.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but
Sorry.
yeah. I mean, what?
That's not important.
Are you leaving already? I mean, you'll come back though.
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe.
Так, хорошо.
You spoke with the general.
It's a.
Good. I've asked. I may not fully understand. I've learned to have faith in the balance. You must let it take you wherever.
I'll try.
May your gods favor.
Спасибо большое за помощь. I think...
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave him.
Я думаю, что библиотекарь, он предатель. Учитывая, что кроме Бенрима у него никого нету, они могли использовать ее как рычаг давления на него. Ну, сказать, мы типа тебя освободим, бла-бла-бла.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
Так, кстати.
You're back! And your head's still on!
Swim? No, boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next?
I need to find the city.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers and...
Удобный навигатор у меня. Каждый раз. Every
I
fucking
really
time.
wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow.
Ну, тип,
Hey.
сорян.
Are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, April and.
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
Все равно немножко потерял в своей харизме, но тем не менее Ворон... это Ворон клёвый. Ульки, шманцульки.
So, how's business? Pretty good. I mean,
I must admit that I'm getting out. I mean,
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything, what with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain, so what can you expect?
why are you asking me?
I fit right in with the locals. What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still,
So what
a
now?
useless sidekick is better. I don't know.
We kill them, bury...
That's...
I know.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today.
Fine, then you...
Good bird.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electric will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world without gods and goddesses, a world ruled by humans and true Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders. A world by and for man, with the woman in her rightful place at home. Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
Так, окей. Мне еще парочек тут.
That's where I need to go. But I'm not getting inside until those men are all gone.
Блин, seriously? Нормально. Oh, oh no, oh no. Всего да. О, фух, выпустили.
The city feels all wrong without magical...
I feel I know nothing about you, Zoe. We haven't really had a chance to talk, bird to... bird.
Smooth.
Like, what sort of labor do you do back home? Mostly homemaking, or,
That's very sexist, Crow.
I know. The girls always tell me I'm sexy. It makes me blush, but you can't see it on account of the feathers.
Not sexy, sexist.
Exactly.
Ugh, I give up. But anyway, no, I don't do the homemaking. I'm learning about neural programming. It's a way to tell machines how to think and operate. I'll be a programmer when... well, when all of this is over. The world's saved, etc. I've kind of put the whole career thing on hold.
Women always do that. It's because they need to take care of the nest.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick.
Hello.
I'm not saying he's useless.
They know you're coming, you know. All of them. They're waiting for you. It's been foretold. I saw you in my dreams. You were in the dark and you were scared and alone. If you don't give her what she wants, she will eat you up. She has eaten so many already. If you make it through the dark and into the light, it will change you. You'll be someone else, and you'll never be you again. Not really. I saw you at the very beginning and at the very end. You're supposed to be in both places. Anyway, that's what my dream said. It was probably just a dream. Nothing to worry about. You'll probably be fine. Safe journeys. Hello. They know you're coming, you know. All of them. They're waiting for you. It's been foretold. I saw you in my dreams. You were in the dark and you were scared and alone.
I fit right in with the locals.
I have to say I'll be relieved when they're finally done with all this construction work. I like their style. Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back.
I'd be more excited if I wasn't already deathly bored with Marcuria. I want action. I want adventure. This isn't an adventure.
I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tubes network. They're timing it to coincide with the Feast of Reaping. That makes sense. If they want... pretty good. I mean...
Откуда музыка?
know how I'll have everything ready in time for this evening. Petra's invited everyone to our house for dinner.
Then make him cook the bloody food.
It's the
That's an excellent idea. Here we go.
So, how's business? Pretty good. I mean, reaping's a great time. I must have... How? I mean, farmers bring food into the city, that's what they...
If I have time after saving the world, I'll come back for some bread with jam and dancing around bonfires.
So this is it. And there's
apparent. Good bird. Soft feathers. I'm petting a talking bird in a parallel universe. This good bird.
So what?
I don't.
We kill.
That's.
I know.
I'm.
Fine.
This unholy tree's been knocked down. The electric will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done.
I think I
Maybe
saw
then
that
can stop
man in
licking
town
the arses
yesterday
of the
speaking to a
Azadi.
small crowd.
Goddess this and
What's he
goddess
doing?
that. It leaves a bad taste. A member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you. You've seen my face in print and in public. And woman, we shan't forget the common. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need. In other words,
He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. You're running for City...
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need.
Male.
As you well know, the current Commissioner, a person of the... She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult. Oh, it's understandable. She's weak. She's sentimental. As soon as I'm elected, no more magic. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be...
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abnat. Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded more than happy. It's
Oh no, Hilaris Esquire, licensed solicitor.
It's an unusual...
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep... My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris Esquire. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dulmari witch. She used her wily sorcery and beast. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage.
He appears to be an Azadi supporter. I take it you're happy with the Azadi...
No, I wouldn't call it... The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us again. But the Resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over them... For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised us much. To build a Mercuria by...
It looks like they're trying... It looks... Why are you trying...
Well, it's not just a tree. It's an affront. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of... Eradicating this occult stone tree from our...
Well, best...
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is in a... Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent. And remember, a vote for...
Пошел ты.
Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
Soft feathers.
I got nothing.
Crow, could you fly...
Why?
Just...
Why?
Jesus.
Fine. Pardon me for wanting to play a...
A talking
Geronimo!
bird. Filthy magic. Damnation, where did it go?
That's it. The home of Abnaxis. Now, I just need to find a way inside.
Again? Yeah, I know the drill.
Still, you filthy little fowl.
Geronimo!
I don't understand how a man of Obnaxus's, girth could possibly fit inside that tiny house.
What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about? They should provide us with a few of their
If it wasn't for
explosive
honest
sticks
goons,
so
I
that
would
we can
thump
take
that
matters into
reactionary
our own
misogynist
hands
on the
and
head.
eradicate this
No court
sorcerous
would convict
plague.
me. It would be justified
That goddamn
homicide.
talk.
Let's play. About that talking.
Yes, what about it?
I just saw it.
Where? Where? Did you see that occult foul?
About that talking bird.
Yes, what?
I just saw it.
You did? Use your finger, woman. Point! Go look for that goddamn bird over there.
Are you doing this just to annoy me?
Soft-headed fool. We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head. You do the carrying. I'd do it myself, but someone needs to...
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock, and then stuff happened, and dung for brains, and it was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the...
I'm glad you...
That's the most fun I've had since, I don't know, I guess...
Наверное, это был намек. Еще раз ходить туда.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see any.
If you don't give her what she wants, she will eat you up. She has eaten so many already.
А, окей. Сюжет.
I've always condemned magic. It's been on the cards, hasn't it? If we wanted to do something about it.
Locked, but I have the key. This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal. Right, those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them. Obnaxus was a very well-read man, thing. It's a map of the Northlands, and the border mountains are right at the top, but no purple. Without a reference to the Purple Mountains, that map won't help me. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. I have no... He's right. This is... I remember... Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Why be secretive about it? I'm not sure I want to tell this man. I know my way around wards.
So I see. Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking?
I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding. It's not that I don't. I was just curious about what was in here.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
It killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom. Looks like I picked the perfect day. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still... Now I know. Let's see if we find...
Fuck.
Amnaxis was a very well-read man, thing. Looks like a handwritten note.
Interesting.
It's another one of Abnax's. Westhouse might be able to decipher that note. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
This is fascinating. All those years, and it was right here under my nose. What? Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the Annals of Dreaming. It's certainly a start.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from... Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yeti left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy. Also, something about two dreamers becoming. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of. There it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there.
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages. Notes. Notes everywhere. I'm sure Obnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
I knew it!
Let's see. There. Cloud Peak, just like the book said. Let's see. There. Cloud Peak, just like the books. What do you think this means? What do you think this means? Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching. By Jove, I can't believe it was. Your help has been invaluable.
This note fell out. What's a soul?
I'm not sure. The soul stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any soul stone. I wonder if Obnaxus means old. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any detail. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed. Sounds like this soul. Obnaxus left so much behind. There's a wealth of information here. The War of the Balance. Finally, something concrete.
I should get going. Should we?
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Obnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
Блять, я не знаю, что.
You might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob.
Да?
I'm sorry, I don't think I can let you stay in here.
I'm not sure I need your permission.
I...
Only joking. I understand. I'll take my leave now, Miss Castillo. I certainly hope we'll see each other again soon.
Что, собственно, показывает его? Если, конечно, опять ни хера не переделали, как с Резой. Да и там непонятно вообще, чего это вообще было. Fucking understand.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
Nope.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's fingerlip. Man, that show.
Clax.
That's right. He was.
Where can I find this?
I'll show you.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see any.
Зои? А.
What are those called again? Old Wayne, Alwang, something like that. They're docile, like giant hippos. Wait.
Но она,
are hippos
по сути,
docile,
первый раз
or are
попалась.
they-
Ну, точнее, второй раз, но
I
первый раз
think they're
по-серьезному.
Great.
Да. Я не хочу.
Roper Clacks, I presume. He looks wizardly.
If
as
you
in
seek an
how I
autograph,
expected
you
wizards
must
to look when
purchase
I
my
was
book
10.
first. It's on sale today. Only
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
talk. Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can.
Didn't he and April have... Do you remember April?
April. Oh, yes, of course. The brave young woman who came to my and helped me put. How could I?
This has to be the right... He's obviously got some issues with April. So,
Why does everyone want to talk about it? No, I must. As for it, I hear she suffered an. What a shame.
this has to be the right man. You are...
Who told?
Well,
No, the wizard part. I mean, I'm merely,
but you were a wizard once.
fully rehabilitated. I don't. You should really read my highly. It's a thrilling story of redemption and every word of.
I might as... It's an... The thing...
My Gilbert Grutton of the day. You see, the fingerlings, the women in stay for the show. I get.
I might as well get right to it. Do you recall...
I don't.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers...
And where was that?
That
was a long time ago.
I was just wondering...
She. Balance? Pardon?
Who?
Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places she. Now I make an honest living bringing, and on that note I must beg your.
Can we please talk again afterwards?
Sure. Toodaloo.
Yes, here we go. This is gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, and you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch. Welcome to this the Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clacks, esteemed thespian and raconteur. A donation is both appreciated and
Woohoo! Go Fingerlings!
My beloved handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors using only the finest fabrics and natural materials. These lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human. You're all welcome to And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous winch. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent
Откуда она
wandering
появилась?
god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
What? What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey! Hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Release me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I don't think he's alone in there. He has company. There's something wrong with him. When I looked at his face, I saw shadows. Stupid wizard, he's still trapped. But this time he's trapped inside himself. I don't think he's alone in there. He has company.
I didn't.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans.
I think it had more to do with him. Okay, shit. So all I have to go on is something about.
Riverwood. I know Riverwood.
Really? And the.
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches. That witch is toast, of course, but it's north. We go north.
Okay. We just need a way to get north that doesn't.
Or me flying. I'm not flying. Wait.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Marcuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy, mush!
Whoa, I think you're upset.
I'll leave the... Don't lose sight...
How much longer will this journey take? Must be nearly a week now.
It's been less than 2 days, and I'm beginning to regret bringing you along.
You're stuck in the cargo hold of a cloud ship with your worst enemy. How could you possibly have any regrets?
And people say you have no sense of humor. If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely it. We're on a mission. This is neither the time nor place to... If there was ever... I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. When I visited his widow, she only had hate for me. She couldn't understand my reasons for doing what I did. I watched Balse Bakim bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so. But many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently? All of these choices, Liko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me, but their faces and no words can undo these deeds. But I am trying to. It's a long journey, Lee.
I know. When you arrived from Friar's...
Really?
And people say you have no sense of humor.
They do?
We've been through much since then. You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul. Because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides. I may still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still, but I respect you, Kian.
That trust goes both ways, Liko.
Well, this half of the hold is mine. Stick to your side.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Kian, are you awake?
I wasn't. This has now changed.
Did I ever tell you how my society views people like us?
I don't believe so.
The Dole Antiqua consider themselves tolerant and inclusive in all matters. And yet I've always had to hide who I am from my family and friends. If they knew the truth, I'd be ostracized. Tolerance, it seems, has its limits. But in the Resistance, no one cares. This thing we share, it doesn't change how they feel about us. It's strange. Strange, but liberating.
With the Resistance, you are who and what you decide to be. Regardless of color and creed, gender and religion, and... I thought you loved April Ryan.
I did. I do, but... not like that. She was someone I cared deeply about and always will. But I could never have shared my life with her. I still miss her every day. She gave me strength.
Nah, I'm going back to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
A day of sitting in the dark, bickering about who passed gas?
Like I said, a long day.
Как мило. Он гей.
Oh!
The fuck?
Well, fuck. Oh, I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan, cowardly cows.
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the others!
Whoa, hey there, I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be Bird? Crowbird?
Hello. Hey, you're that fretful furry thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben... Franklin.
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who accompanied you last time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless. Say hello, Zoe. Don't be rude.
I guess. Hello.
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
Bamboo. What? No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it. How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us. The Yaga.
That's it! That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga!
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose? Are you mad?
Oh, I'm not. Her, I'm not so sure about.
You know the Yaga?
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
We need to find her right. Teddy Bear probably knows more about the Yaga. Who is she?
She's old. Real. Once, she had many servants. But her servants are all gone now. So she... and...
Hungry. Great.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone.
Warlock? Roper Clax work...
They all did. The Gribbler, Clax, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northland. April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. Then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire.
That's terrible.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their...
Very.
You'll use it to fight...
That's part of it.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or...
Great! I was expecting you to say no, and by
Does the bird...
I'm afraid so.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
A wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the Soul Stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after...
You'll know you're there when you see the Gribbler. She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribbler...
Will you wait for us?
I'll wait until nightfall.
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel.
Так, отойду на секунду. На секунду, минут 3, наверное. Тут поехали.
Mother of Ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign, it's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens. There are plenty of stones lying about. Let's just pick one and pretend it's the Soul Stone. It's not like anyone would know what it's supposed to look like. Oh, my tiny bird heart. I have a bad feeling about this, Zoe.
Go. Leave. Turn around. Don't come any further.
I know
She's
this
here.
smell. Dog's doo-doo,
She's
incense, and
dangerous.
rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it my imagination? Or is the light changing? Is it getting darker? Am I going blind? Help! Do you hear voices? I hear voices. I don't like disembodied voices. Disembodied voices are never a good sign.
I feel strange. I felt this way before when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and dreams.
The Wicked Witch is gone, but she is here now. She'll eat you up, like she ate all of us. She tricked us. She trapped
So what
us.
now?
She
I
cooked
don't-
us.
No,
She
this...
ate us. We're the children that never left. It's too late to save us. Save yourself. Go!
Who bothers me? Who bothers the Yaga?
Okay, so maybe not just a house after all. Okay, so maybe not just a house. You have something.
Leave, monk.
Not until you give me the soul.
We do not know.
Whoa. My whole body's tingling. There are 3 minds in there. But which one's the Yaga? I can hear several voices, all of them angry. It's so loud, so strong. I can't keep listening. She's too strong.
Ага, прикольно.
We are here at the end of things. I want you.
Let me go, you bitch!
She's awake. Get away! Don't look back. It's too late.
I told you leave.
I think I need to get through that door. Stop this! I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk to you. It's like it's an eye staring back at me. She's looking right at me.
Now I see.
Ворот завис. Прикольно.
Oh, this sucks. Wait, the sky? Is this story time? But it's not like how I remember it. It looks... older. It looks a lot older.
Aren't you a clever monkey? Hush, sister. Don't speak to it. Just let it lose itself in the dark. It'll weaken, and then we can eat it. It'll probably taste honey sweet, like a newborn babe.
Do not underestimate this one, sisters. There's something different about it.
Hello?
Maybe not so clever after all.
We're hungry. We need to eat. Not long now. You must be tired, monkey. Your eyes grow heavy. Sleep. We'll watch over you.
Show yourselves.
Is it not asleep yet? Lie down and shut your eyes, monkey. Let us feed.
That's not going to happen.
It answers back, like a thing with a mind of its own. A very clever monkey.
This one has spirit and something else. Something powerful.
You're a dreamer.
And you're the Wicker Witch of the
Now,
North.
there's no need for insults. We are...
The Yaga.
No monkey has ever been here before. We're curious about you.
We?
The sisters. Bayeb, Ayaga.
Bayeb, Ayar... Baba Yaga.
Older than time. Older than memory. Old as darkness. Always three. Not always, sister. In the beginning, the Yaga was one, and then everything unraveled. Light came, worlds were born, monkeys bred and became legion. And the one became three. You are from across the divide. From a world ruled by machines.
That's right.
But not really here at all. Dreaming.
Apparently so.
We thought there was only one dreamer.
You were mistaken.
Something made you. That's interesting. We didn't see this coming. We do so love surprises. What do you want from us, monkey?
The Soul Stone. You stole it.
Lux stole it first. Only fair that we stole it back. What do you want with it?
To bring it back where it belongs. To cure Lux. Lux is the...
Lux is the first dreamer. We know, oh, we know. You cannot teach us things, monkey. We were there in the darkness, in the time, before all this terrible brightness, before you monkey. We had the Soul Stone then. It fed us and made us. We were there when Lux dreamed the first dream. If we give you the stone, we fade from memory.
But they do worship you, don't they? In the city, they've built...
The Wicker Witch!
A bedtime story, a spineless fairy tale for nestlings.
I don't know. People need darkness. They need to be frightened. In my world, scary is...
Playthings. We are less than we were. We remember feeding.
Well,
maybe, instead of giving you the Soul Stone, we eat you up. All your delicious memories. All your dreaming powers. Your soul will keep us warm and sated.
How's that gonna help anyone?
Help? What What makes you think we'll help? We owe the universe nothing, monkey. We owe looks nothing. Why should we care if the dream ends? Perhaps if you give
Offer?
a sin, a secret.
There's nothing.
You are without sin, without flaw. There are no choices that you regret. The lucky monkey appears to be...
Since you offer us nothing, we offer you nothing in return.
But why? You're not only punishing everyone out there, but you're also hurting yourselves. Who will worship and fear you when they're all gone?
So what else can you offer us, monkey?
I don't know.
You demand that we give up the thing that feeds us and keeps us warm. And you cannot make a similar sacrifice.
You're right. I can't. I'm human. I've made terrible decisions, but shame, anger, disappointment, regret. That's not what that goes for most people. And all I want is to give those people... If that's not enough for you, then if I fail to bring the Soul Stone to the... Lux dies. The dream ends. There will be no one around.
We know this, little monkey. This is why we are giving you the Soul Stone. But you must do...
Anything, as long as it's mine to give.
You must remember us when the... Without the sister, every...
I don't think I could forget, even if I tried. Yes.
Good.
Good. Good. Here is the Soul Stone. We would have done it ourselves, but the Dreamer Monkey is the only one with that power.
Не слишком ли просто?
How do I get there?
Someone's coming. Little furry thing. They will gift you a beast to ride. Go to Lux. Save the dream.
What does that mean?
You?
And a clever monkey. Beware the Wizard of Lies.
He schemes, he plots. He wishes to remake the world.
He wears a mask. He harbors ambitions. He always did. But now,
there's something in him. It's a dangerous thing.
Угадайте, кто, блядь?
Watch out. Now leave.
Окей.
Where did you disappear to?
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling.
She's letting us go. What did you do? We're free. Time to go. Thank you, Dreamer. Find Lux. Save the dream.
Okay.
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live?
Might as well go with what everyone calls me here. Another Banda? She seems impressed with me. I should probably use... Zoe Castillo, Dreamer.
Zoe Castillo. Dreamer. Well, Zoe Castillo, you strike bargain like witches of the use.
I don't serve anyone. And I don't have time to talk about the Yaga. I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child. And I only have... No one but Yaga know what a side... My grandmother tell me Yaga balance. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. Maybe why she hate the living so much. But as old magic fade, so do ya. After that, they say, now Wicker Witch of North is joke to humans of Marcuria. They rip at Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. The darkness is deeper, even Yaga.
I believe that's why she let me go. So that...
You got the soul stone?
You carry so...
You can trust Bandu Masiri, Zoe. She is an elder.
I have Lux's soul stone. I need...
Ular.
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories. Ancient.
I've seen a map. They live on...
Maps deceive. Go north and then west.
Oh, we don't have a week.
Rush. You carry souls...
To return it to the...
Lux is...
So my visions... I know this is hard to believe.
I believe. No need to... Take leap for human. Ride north, swift as wind. You'll be with Ular in...
She said someone would come, but that thing?
Not to worry. Leap.
What will you do without...
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. We walk slowly, so...
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the...
We will find... Take beast. Go north. I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Nothing lost.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben. And good luck.
Спасибо.
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
It's not often I get to see you. Why this
It's safe. And, it was a safe house before it was raided by Azadi.
I see. So, what news do you have for me, Elena?
Kian has left for Gian, together with...
For Gian? Why?
What? This is Kian we're talking about. He also believes Gian holds the key to...
But breaking into a fortified
That's why I messaged you, Mother.
You did the right thing. Come, let's talk.
Serimba. Sure. Как интересно.
I suggest we scale the fence over there and make our way into...
We should split up.
You've read too many copper coin serials, Liko. Splitting up makes us vulnerable.
Stay together, we could both end up dead. Part way.
It's a possibility, but I still...
Besides, one of us...
How do you know there'll be one of them?
This is an Azadi camp, Kian. If you want to find a single prisoner amongst that... I'll climb the fence, enter the camp, create a distraction. You find the administrator in the records.
Where do we meet?
If we make it that far, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Try not to die.
Oh, I intend to stay alive. I hope you're on good terms with your gods.
I'm on excellent terms with my gods.
If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Guyenne. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in. This wasn't the wind and weather. The Necromancer's head has been broken off by brute force, intentionally. It's steep and slippery. I don't see how I can climb up from here. The rocks here are too steep and slippery, and there are no footholds. This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it. This looks like a good place to light. Shadow. The camp's larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all? Liko, goddess. I hope he passes unseen. The guards are watching the prison grounds. They don't expect anyone to be breaking into the camp. Beatings, to inspire fear and obedience in the other prisoners.
Heard of a flu that runs along blood lines.
They're keeping an eye on the grounds below.
See anything?
Nothing. I could have sworn.
Maybe it was just a bird.
You don't think I can tell the difference between a man and a bird?
It's dark.
It's dark. Just shut up and keep your eyes open.
I owned a far glass once. It helped me keep tabs on the street gangs in Sadir. But Vamon's boys stole it from me. The guards are watching the prison grounds. They don't expect anyone to be breaking into the camp. camp is massive. How many magicals have they imprisoned here? It must be well over 1,000. Hundreds of dead magicals.
О, пиздец.
They're dragging bodies into the factory to burn them. But why? What are they doing in this shadow-cursed place? Hundreds and hundreds of bodies. They can't all have perished from natural causes. They're burning corpses. Dead magicals. Hundreds of them.
Who goes there?
Fuck.
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
I won't be able to see what the guard's up to from this angle. I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions. It's a doorway of some sort, but there's no handle or apparent means of opening it up.
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
The guard's pressing something, but I'm too far away to see exactly what. I need to get a closer look.
Да, блин. В смысле? Понятно. Окей. Я тупой.
The necromancer king of Gien. They say he hunted humans.
But wasn't he human himself?
But he looks human from the statues.
Hmm.